All right, I think we are live now. Hello, I'm going to present a training today on the metabolic spectrum. Let's get that up here. Let's see, share my screen. Gotta find it. Let's see. Oh, okay. Here we go. Sharing myself. Hold on here. There we go. All righty. So the metabolic spectrum, understanding it to heal the body for optimum health, performance, and life. So what is metabolism? Metabolism is every chemical process in your body necessary for the maintenance of life. So energy production, you need your metabolism. Building new tissue, metabolism. Breaking down old tissue and repairing it. Elimination of waste. Growth. Cellular reproduction. Warding off disease. Nutrient absorption and utilization. Well, yeah, that's all of them. So all of those need the metabolism. So fat loss and muscle growth. Those are things that can happen when you have a well-functioning metabolism. So when your metabolism is functioning at the optimally, then you will have fat loss, and you can have fat loss and muscle growth. So here's the metabolic triangle of energy. So in order to have energy, the body needs a catalyst, which is your thyroid hormones, oxygen, so through your red blood cells, and it needs fuel, food, to fuel the body. That produces, so that the energy then produces body heat, provides mental acuity, and allows you to be physically active. So we'll look at what is the metabolic spectrum. Well, it consists of 3 distinctive benchmarks. Each individual falls somewhere on the spectrum, and it is always in a state of continuous flow. So here's the spectrum, and you see on the, let's see, I'll move my video here. There we go. On the right, you'll see the chronically stressed metabolism in the black. That's all the way to the right. Then in the middle, you have the stressed metabolism, and all the way on the left is the healthy, fully efficient metabolism. All right, now 80% of people actually live between the stressed or the chronically stressed side of the spectrum. So again, the 3, chronically stressed, and the healthy functioning metabolism. Move that over, get that out of the way. All right. Metabolic function diminishes from stress. So consistent stress over time creates chronic stress and further deteriorates metabolic function until the metabolism is destroyed. So what happens when metabolism gets completely destroyed? Death. Definitely don't want to get to that point, and that's the far right of the metabolic spectrum. But the good news is that metabolic function can be reestablished. There is hope. So fully understanding the stressed metabolic state. A stressed metabolic state, a stressed metabolic state is driven by the stress hormones, cortisol and adrenaline. This does not start happening until your thyroid begins to give up. Why does the thyroid give up? Because it's overworked, taxed, and stressed. A stressed metabolism burns energy only to keep up with the external drivers, forces like exercise, overthinking, working, and frustration, and many others. All at the expense of your internal systems and functions like the digestive, hormone, muscular, skeletal, nervous, and immune systems. What happens to a stressed metabolism? So here's what happens. Your stressed body will gain weight without external forces, and the body will conserve energy sources added to it rather than use them. This then leads to unexplained weight gain or loss, inability to lose weight, cannibalization of muscle tissue, basically your body feeding on itself, and long term, the shutting down of organs and systems. The stressed body will suffer from anxiety, fatigue, erectile dysfunction, PMS, constipation, hair loss, skin issues, depression, bone loss, you'll feel cold, brain fog, migraines, headaches, infertility, lack of libido, inflammatory autoimmune issues, and other diseases. So what happens to a chronically stressed metabolism? Well, as the body deteriorates from metabolic deficiencies in function, the body goes into protective state in an attempt to keep it alive. If this chronic stress state continues, chronic exhaustion, fatigue, and disease will be present, and death can occur. For every year a person stays in this state of chronic stress, they are decreasing their life expectancy by 2 years. So it's very important to create health first before going into any type of weight loss, muscle growth, anything like that. We need to heal the metabolism first. So a healthy pro-metabolic state, what is that? A healthy high-functioning metabolism is driven by your thyroid hormones. A high metabolic rate does not require external drivers to burn lots of calories. The systems of the body is utilizing the majority of its energy to function optimally. So we don't really need to burn calories from exercise. We don't really need to use those external drivers in order to burn lots of calories. So the more efficient and healthy metabolism, the easier for the body to maintain its weight and body composition with little activity. What happens when metabolism is healthy and high functioning? Well, at rest, the body will use lots of energy. High metabolic state is not driven by exercise, busyness, low-calorie diets, or needs external forces to burn calories, like I said before. A high metabolic state allows the body to sleep well, be warm, poop daily, have no PMS or erectile dysfunction, be fertile, you'll want sex, have healthy skin and hair, have level moods, have good energy, and maintain weight and composition. So how do you determine current metabolic state? All right, do you experience poor sleep, waking often in the night, trouble falling asleep, trouble staying asleep, and sleeping less than 7 hours? Experience digestive issues like bloating, gas, constipation, diarrhea? Do you experience digestive issues with certain foods like dairy and grains? Do you easily get overwhelmed and stressed, or are you always stressed? Do you experience erotic moods? Do you have low energy or energy swings? Do you struggle with being overweight or underweight? you struggle with gaining or losing weight? And do you gain weight easily? Do you have hormonal issues, irregular or painful periods with cramping, PMS, menopausal issues and symptoms, or early menopause? Do you have erectile dysfunction or prostate issues? Vitamin and mineral deficiencies? Do you have strong sugar or salt cravings? Do you binge eat? Lack of sex drive? Do you have trouble with blood sugars? Do you have skin issues like dryness, rashes, age spots? And do you have brain fog, or you feel lethargic? So if you answer all these questions no, then you have a fully healthy, functioning metabolism. If you answer 1 to 4 questions yes, then you have a slightly stressed metabolism, but this can happen from time to time and can improve with some slight adjustments. If you answer 5 to 8 questions yes, you have a stressed metabolism and over time will become chronic without intervention. Proper habit and mindset formulations and the introduction to metabolic healing nutrition process. And if you answered more than 9 questions yes, you have a chronically stressed metabolism and over time will lead to chronic bodily function issues, illness and disease. Intervention of proper habit and mindset formulations and the introduction to a metabolic healing nutrition process must happen immediately before the body enters into the deterioration phase where death becomes imminent. Again, here's the spectrum. We want to be, of course, to the left of the stressed metabolism, left of the middle. Correcting and impacting health starts with pro-metabolic nutrition, aka metabolic healing nutrition. So metabolism healing nutrition will improve the metabolic state, driving all systems of the body getting adequate utilization of energy, which creates overall health. When all systems receive proper energy to perform their duties, the body will establish a healthy libido, have deep sleep, a warm body, healthy skin, hair and nails, you'll be happy, you'll have lean muscle, and etc. A healthy metabolism requires lots of energy to function optimally, without the need to burn calories for the sake of burning calories. Therefore, the body will shift composition automatically to its genetic ideals. As the body heals, it will be able to handle the loads, the stressors, much better, resulting in less symptoms, less adaptations, and less illness and less disease. When your body is in a high metabolic state, you can eat more and work out less and have health and composition. Now, this is the way it should be. That is what it means to be healthy. So that's why we want to focus on health first before anything else. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the training. If you have any questions or comments, please put them in the comment section below. If you, let me stop sharing here first. Okay, if you want to discuss this even further, please comment below that you would like to discuss it further, or send me a personal message in Messenger, and I'd be happy to discuss that with you. All right, thanks a lot, and have a great day. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving yesterday, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. All right, take care.